Hi everyone. At the very onset, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Chamber of Tax Consultants for completing 100 glorious years. I am CA Sujain Jain, founder of 𝐆𝐲𝐚𝐧𝐒𝐡𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬, a sustainability consulting firm. And today, I want to take you through a subject that is becoming critical for every business leader, the Extended Producer's Responsibility or the EPR. So, let me start with a simple question. When you buy a soft drink or when a company sells a laptop, who is responsible for what happens to the packaging or the product once its useful life is over? For decades, this responsibility was left entirely to the municipal corporations and the urban local bodies. The producers had no obligation to manage the waste their products created. The result? Mountains of waste and landfills overflowing in almost every major city. Now, with the EPR, this equation has changed. At its core, it's a policy tool that shifts the responsibility of managing waste back to those who introduce such products into the market. The principle is simple. If your business puts packaging or products into circulation, you are responsible for what happens at the end of their life cycle. But here's the bigger picture. EPR is not only about shifting waste management costs, it's about embedding circularity into our economy. Instead of following the old linear model of take, use, and dispose, EPR encourages businesses to design products for reuse, recycling, and material recovery. It ensures that the materials are not lost after single use but reintroduced into the economy again and again. In India, the legal foundation for EPR comes from the Environmental Protection Act 1986, under which the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has notified a series of rules. The Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016 addressing the plastic packaging waste, the E-Waste Management Rules of 2022 that govern the discarded electronic equipments, the Battery Waste Management Rules of 2022 that covers all types of batteries including EV batteries, and the scope is only expanding further with waste tires, used oil, end-of-life vehicles amongst others. Each of these rules requires producers to register with the Central Pollution Control Board or the State Pollution Control Board and are assigned targets which are based on the sales and useful life of the products introduced. The ultimate purpose is not just collection, but to close the loop by making sure that the waste is actually recycled and reintroduced into the economy. And if the producers fail to comply, the consequences are serious. Hefty penalties under the environmental compensation regime. EPR has direct financial and reputational implications. The cost of meeting obligations is recurring and it directly affects the margins. Non-compliance can lead to regulatory scrutiny and disruption of imports, and in some cases, even closure of the production units. But the question many people still ask me is that is this really being enforced? The answer is yes. The Central Pollution Control Board uncovered over 7 lakh fake plastic certificates and imposed fines exceeding Rs 300 crores. Producers who failed to file their annual returns were served with show cause notices. And even at the ports, the import consignments for the obligated items are now being blocked if the EPR registration is not in place. These are not just isolated incidents, they mark a decisive shift from policy on paper to implementation in practice. So what's the big takeaway here? EPR is not just a compliance tick box, it's an opportunity to redesign business models around circularity and reduce cost in the long term and build trust with the consumers. And before I close the call, just a small disclosure. The views expressed in this videos are personal and neither I nor the Chamber of Tax Consultants can be held liable for the same. Thank you.